hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Once again, I haven't posted. I'm gonna do an interview with JMatthew, a great friend. Um,
Hey,
so, yeah. It's been a while. How you been doing, man?
I've been doing good. Just been busy with all the like Easter was today. Yesterday I was working on my friend's birthday yesterday. So and working on a lot of YouTube stuff and think of ideas and what to do next. Pretty much.
All right. So let's talk about YouTube. Okay. So how did you
Okay.
start doing YouTube? Like, what
How did
inspired
I
you?
start it?
Yeah. When? How did you?
Well,
What did inspire you to make YouTube videos?
it was like 2015 when I actually really started. And it kind of like kicked off. Well, it kicked off about a year after that. But like, if you go on my channel, my oldest video is from 2015, and I was recording gameplay of my friend playing Five Nights at Freddy's 2. We were just in his kitchen. I was like, okay, let me just record a YouTube video. Why not? And I was legit just recording his gameplay. And then it's just like one more FNAF video after that, and then like no videos until like a year later. And ever since then, so it must have been like 2016. I've been doing like actually like I've been focused in like doing videos on my channel since around 2016. Obviously the content has changed many times since then, as if you can easily tell if you just scroll down a little bit. You can see it's changed a lot throughout the years, from cringy vlogs and weird challenges to what I do now and all that stuff. But I've been like serious about like, the channel since like 2016. So
All right. All right. So your newest video, the Glover video. Now, since
yeah.
then, what inspired you to make the Blitz video? Like you said, you were like making on a video of the Blitz company. Like, what made you to do that video?
Well, I originally wanted to do, video essay type videos. I'm inspired by Scott the Woz, Nitro Red, all those people. I was like, what's a game I own, I'm interested in, and it would make a good video. I was like, the Burger King games, obviously, like they're made by Burger King, so I did that. And then I was like, oh, Blitz Games make them. What else did they make? And I was like, oh, they also made the iCarly video game. I should make a video on that too, right? And I also saw they have Glover. I'm like, wait a minute, I have all those games. And then I made the iCarly video, like a few months later, and that's when I got the idea to make like a trilogy. And then I eventually made the Glover video, which came out like a week and a half ago, and did insanely well. It's like my by far my best ever, number one book, best ever video ever made that I ever made, and it's clearly done the best overall. Like, views, comments, response. The response of it has been insane. Like all that. But the Blitz Games trilogy basically stemmed from the idea of the Burger King games, and the type of content I wanted to make since then.
All right.
You know.
Yeah. All right. So, besides the Blitz game, how was when you made those moving videos? Like, you moved to like different states. What did it affect your YouTube experience, or what did it affect?
It definitely affected my YouTube experience. I was going crazy at video because with my first house, like the one you can see me doing videos, like I would do videos, like pretty much every single day. Not that they were good or anything, but I was still making videos like every single day. I would make I'm back on YouTube after like just a week of being gone. That's how much I uploaded. But those were like vlogs that's for a long time, and then I moved to Georgia, and that's when I plummeted in video ideas and video motivation, and that's when I only put out like 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 videos while living in Georgia. That was like over the course of like a year and 3 months. So that was not a very good time for me. And then I came back here, and that's when I had the motivation to make like the game related videos, like the video essay review type videos that I do now, and all those skits and stuff that are a part of it. And that's basically how moving affected the video experience, especially during my move to Georgia.
All right. So now you're back at your home.
Yeah, same state.
Back to the Blitz. So what? Why did the monkey? or why did you add the monkey character to the Blitz games?
Okay, funny story. He was never planned ever. It was Halloween, or like either Halloween night or the night before Halloween. No, it must have been like the night before. So, I was at a Rite Aid. It's like a little like store / pharmacy, and I saw this monkey mask. I was like, bro, that's kind of funny. It was like $10. I was like, dude, a monkey mask? Like, okay. So I picked it up, right? I was like, I should use this in a video, and I did. The monkey was never planned to be like a part of like a big part of like my videos. It was just like for like the funny cutaways that are a part of the iCarly video. So if you like look back at the iCarly video, you see like little cutaways where where the monkey is, where it's like, give me the pie or give me the cake. You know, those scenes. That's where I first used them, and now that's pretty much what I was supposed to do. Besides like the end where I was like, I shot it with the laser, and that's where the video ended. But I never planned for him to be like the whole, you know, like the big character that he is in the Glover video, you know. But yeah, that's how the monkey was kind of made into a thing. And now he's just kind of a bit. I mean, he's kind of dead now, right? I mean, you know, but that's kind of that's the monkey.
Okay, so looking back to your old videos, what do you want to change about the old videos? Like, what if you want to go back in time? Can you improve in your channel?
Oh, what could I improve with the old? What could I improve with the old videos? Are you serious?
I mean, that's like every YouTuber. They look at the old videos. They're like, I should have done that before, and then you know. So sometimes they kind of wish they added that, but past is the past.
Well, it's a great question. I'm assuming by old you mean like pre-Georgia, not like.
Yeah, sure.
So pre-Georgia is like when it was like completely different me, you know, completely different JMatthew as a channel. But let's say the content was just, oh, funny vlog. Let's do some stupid stuff and record it and like act dumb on camera. You know, I was doing that face and I was like acting so fake, you know, on camera and all that. And it was just not good content as I thought it was back then. You know, I was pumping out 2-minute, you know, half empty videos back in the day. Like a few years ago. And it just, looking back on it, it's just like, why? Who is that guy? Who is that guy, you know? But I do wish what I would change is I wish just a different type of deal with those videos. I guess, you know.
Now, what is your yeah? So, of all the videos you made in your channel, which one is your favorite video?
Well, I can't pick a favorite overall because obviously I would say the Glover video, right? But if we want to go by like era, so we're just say if you want to go by like times in the channel, if we're gonna go like mobile phone recording era, so like 2016 to like 2017, or like middle of 2017 era, I would say, because that was like when the videos were like not even like edited without like they're like the edits in that video was just cut, so there's no like actual edits in the video. From that time, I would probably say my favorite is it's hard to say. It's also a very blurry area for me. I don't really look back on those videos. If I look back on the old videos, I usually look back on when I was still using Premiere and, you know, all that stuff. But I could go to it right now. I'm just gonna scroll down really quick. I have it open right here. We're gonna go with. It's hard to say, but I think. Dude, I don't know. I'm holding up the question right now. Maybe one of the Exploring with JMatthew videos, maybe like, cause that was pre-camera, and yeah, I'm gonna go with Exploring with JMatthew, because that was just like me and my friend just like doing like exploring random, areas, whether it's like in a weird abandoned place or like like even my basement. Like my basement was like a thing we would put in the series, but it wasn't very good. But that I would say that's my favorite from that era. And then after that, my favorite from like the cringy JMatthew era, I would say, well, this video is not really part of that cringy genre that people look back on. It's kind of like a different me, even though it's like in the same time frame. I'm gonna have to go with Bury the Bee because it is. Bury the Bee is a classic series on the JMatthew channel, but I'm gonna have to go with the first one because that one's like, big. So that's just the first one, But Bury the Bee is like that, like it's like the big series from that time frame. And then next, I'm gonna have to say current era. I'm gonna have to say, oh no, Georgia era. Georgia era is next. Let's go with my favorite videos from the Georgia. My favorite video from the Georgia era is the Ultimate Vibe Check Bruh Segment 1. I like that one. So yeah, but then current era, I'm gonna have to say Burger King Games video because that one's like the one that started like my whole current genre, and then the Glover video overall because I just think I did really well on that. It's like my biggest video, ever in terms of response and everything like that. So yeah, that answers that question.
So next question, of all the JMatthews, like the cringy and the others, which was the worst of all of them?
We all know the answer. The worst JMatthew is 2018 JMatthew because that was when I would make, half-empty videos, like every day that was just way quantity over quality and that were just not great videos and, not my favorite version of JMatthew by a landslide. There was a video here and there that I still look back on and think are good, such as like any one of the Bury the Bees because that's what's technically in that era, and then my Spider Dietrich versus Let's See Janitor video. I like that one still, but that's definitely like the worst JMatthew. The rest are fine, even though the George JMatthew era was kind of like lackluster. I was still doing stuff out of YouTube, so that's what I think.
So now we're gonna go to the Glover video. How did you meet your Ventus, Nathan, Lawrence? How did you meet those cool people?
Okay, that's a good question. So Ventus HD is actually kind of like the one that threw me into the whole community. So I started talking in the CN Discord like you do. I just started talking there back in September when C&D like came back for like the third time. So I started coming VC like every single day. Met NPC, Frost, all those cool people. And I also met Ventus HD, and he eventually I was in his server, and he eventually told me to join his VC once, and that's where Nathan and Jack Tish were hanging out. So I got to talk to them for a while, and then I eventually just started converting to that server and talking in that server and that VC and those people, and then I met everyone else in the community, and that's basically how I joined that. So Ventus kind of just pulled me in there. That's how I met everyone that's in the cameo reel besides the scene Discord people. That's kind of self-explanatory. But that's how I met those specific people.
And I was the same thing. When I first joined the CN Discord, I saw you, Rafa, and Alex, and the other people. And then I started getting inactive, and then I saw NPC and all the other people. And then February 2021, I started to get back. I met Ventus and other people. So that was really interesting.
Yeah.
Overall, are you gonna start in uploading more in your channel?
I'm definitely gonna start uploading more. But if not, I'm also gonna step up the quality even more, add more detail to each video, But I'm definitely gonna upload more and focus more on the channel than I usually did. I plan to upload a game room tour once my camera gets back from being like replaced, because that was the whole thing. But I'm gonna upload a game room tour probably during this week, so look out for that. And then a week from then, I'm gonna upload a game collection video, and then I have another thing that I'm gonna upload a week after that, and then after that, I have multiple videos planned to work on, even collabs, and then some like solo videos, and obviously streams all in between. So that's basically the plan for uploads.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you have to say to the people who are starting to make a channel, but they want to succeed, and they automatically give up when they don't get any views? What do you have to say to those?
Just do what you want with your channel. Make sure it's something you care about, and make sure you're doing what you want in each video. Don't do anything don't listen to people that tell you otherwise, about that type of stuff. Talk to people that are like similar YouTubers that do similar things. Join communities. Talk to people. Network out your content in your channel. Growth always can help, in terms of communities and networking out, and having people around you that also push you to make content and help you with the content also helps a lot. So yeah, and just to work out whatever you want with your channel, and do what you want. Be as creative as you want. Whatever idea you have, just do that. Don't do what you want to be known for, and not what gets views. Or like it could get views, just don't do like what gets you money, or what's like the normal thing. It's popular just because it gets views. Just do what you want. Do what you want to be known for.
Alright, now let's get out of the YouTube. Let's go to the Nintendo. How did you get first into Nintendo?
It was when, I had a Nintendo DSi, way back in the day. I actually got that when I was like 4 or 5, and then I played that for a long time. I was super into that, obviously. And then I eventually got a 2DS one Christmas. Played Pokemon X. Animal Crossing New Leaf was a big one for me on the 3DS, and I had a Wii U. No, surprisingly, I never had a Wii. But I had the Wii U. I played Splatoon for like 100+ hours on that thing. I also had a GameCube, even when I wasn't into like retro gaming. I had a GameCube since I was like 5 or so. It's from like a garage sale. I remember playing Pokemon Coliseum on that. Sunshine, Double Dash, especially Melee, of course. And then eventually, suddenly after I moved to Georgia, I got really into, really into collecting, gaming, Nintendo especially. I've always been into like PlayStation. I had a PS3, PS4, PS5. Now, Uncharted, God of War, all that good stuff has always been like my favorite games to play. But then I really got into Nintendo, came collecting, Nintendo YouTubers. That kind of threw me into that whole mix. Once I moved to Georgia, and I've been into that ever since. So, yeah.
What made you get the iCarly game for the Wii?
It wasn't really like, I'm gonna go out and buy that. I think one of my family members gave me all of their Wii games at one point. When I lived in Georgia, they gave me all of their Wii games. It was like 30 Wii games or so, and one of them happened to be the iCarly Wii game, and that's how I owned that. And I was like, this is a funny game. We're gonna make a video on this. But that's how I acquired the iCarly Wii game.
The Wii game that no one did like.
Yeah.
And how did you get into PlayStation? Because I saw you have like 3 PS5s, and then everyone called you out like, yo, spoiled brat.
Okay, how'd I get into PlayStation? Well, I've always had a PS3 ever since the good old, back in the day, when I was like super little. PS3 was like the main thing by a landslide. Skylanders was giant with me. Uncharted, I'm pretty sure I beat Uncharted and God of War when I was like 6 or 7. You know, all the essentials on the PS3. You know, all the memories, all like the peripherals, like the Move, the PS Move. I would use that, and you know, Call of Duty on the PS3 was big with me as well. And then we got the PS4, and I played that a lot. You know, played that all the time. VR, all the good PS4 games, Uncharted 4, God of War, 2018, Spider-Man. And I've always loved those games, you know, since like the beginning of time. And then obviously I recently got the PS5. That was like very recent, so you know that's just fanning out now. But
How's the PS5? You got any games for it?
I have Miles Morales and the rest are digital. I'm kind of waiting for like Ratchet and Clank. You know, like I think I want to get Ghost of Tsushima. I kind of missed out on that one. I also want to play Last of Us Part 2. I absolutely love the first one. That's like one of my favorite games of all time. But I do want to play the second one pretty soon. I also want to play Final Fantasy VII Remake, which I got from PS Plus the other month. So I got to play that. And yeah, that's basically how the PS5's going so far. It's very, very good console.
So, of all the consoles you like own, like which one is your favorite? You always
Right now, my favorite to use right now is probably the Switch still, and then the PS5 and the GameCube I like a lot still. Yeah, yeah, just PS5, Switch, and like the GameCube I still like to play often. And everything else I'll just play now every now and then. Oh, and the Wii U. The Wii U.
Like the Wii U was not very successful, but
I still like the Wii U. Like it's like one of my top consoles because it has like a
same here.
virtual console and you know all the retro games. So yeah.
Now the final question: will you be able to hit 1,000 subscribers this year?
I believe I'm gonna pass 1K. I'm supposed to hit 1K in like mid-July, but stats show I could hit 2K in December, but right now it just says 2K in like January and February. But obviously I don't care about 2K right now. I'm only at like 830 some. But I'm assuming I'm gonna hit 1K in July, at least. So, which is crazy. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, so hopefully you get that if you start uploading a bit more, but although JMatthew fans are waiting. And will the monkey will ever be back?
You can't make me leak stuff, bro. But
just kidding.
I will say you will see the monkey again in time.
So there you go, to people who want it.
You can yeah.
So like when I first
you will see the monkey again.
It's like when I first started like watching your videos, like the monkey was like taking all the food. He's like, "Give me the cake."
Yeah. Give me. Actually, I mean, if you want me to.
Oh yeah.
He's right here, bro.
It's the monkey.
I got his head. I took his head, bro.
Oh no.
Yeah. But yeah, anything else, dude?
I think that's it. So hopefully subscribe to him.
That's it.
Yeah, he has more subscribers than me. Well, I don't upload a lot, so that's reasonable. I'll put his
subscribe
link.
to Felix Marlin.
Yes. Subscribe to JMatthew also. Thank you for interviewing with me.
Yeah, of course, it was great.
Yeah, it was fun. I'll put his link in the description below. Check out his newest video that came out a week ago. I'm on that video along with other YouTubers, and yeah, happy Easter to everyone, including you, man. All right, peace out.
Yep.